Let's find a comfortable seat. If you're in a chair uh, and your feet are on the floor, make sure that they're parallel, hips width apart, flat on the ground. If you're sitting cross-legged, lotus, full lotus, just, try to elevate your sits bone so that um, it'll be a more comfortable seat. Mm. Wash away the day and the week. This is just for us. This is for our purification. This is our practice. Try to wrangle that mind back into your body, back to this present moment. Allowing our bodies to just breathe. We don't need to control it or correct it, just letting our body do its thing. The noises in our environment, we're just going to let them wash over us. We're going to just acknowledge that they exist, and then we're going to bring our attention right back to this moment. So, oh, yeah, that's a dog barking. Okay, I'm back to my breath. Oh, the neighbor's music. It's okay. They're having a great time. I'm happy for them. And then bring them right back to this moment. So there is no negativity that cannot be purified. The purification process is basically a psychological one. As Lama Yeshe says, we create negativity with our mind so we can change it by creating positivity with our mind. We purify by applying the four opponent powers. So the first one, the first opponent power is the power of regret. Sincerely regret from the depths of your heart anything you have done to harm any living being on this day, in this life, and in all past lives, and think of specific actions of your body, speech, and mind, and then in general, regret all. The reason to regret is based on the logic of karma. We experience everything due to our past karma, our past thinking, our past actions. So, having harmed others, we ourselves will necessarily experience suffering that, let me start over that one, and thus we cannot bear the thought of, I apologize. So, having harmed others, we ourselves will necessarily experience suffering in the future. Thus, we cannot bear the thought of suffering that we ourselves will experience. Who wants that? We know from the present suffering that we do not want it. So the logic is, therefore, to remove the karmic seeds before they ripen as future suffering. It's like Venerable Katie says, plucking those weeds out of our garden before they have a chance to sprout and seed. The power of regret. Also regret the anger the attachment, and the rest that are the cause of why we harm others. And again, think, I'm sick of this suffering. So think like this: I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others, my body and my speech, having broken my vows, because I do not want the future suffering. I am sick of this suffering. And what can I do about it? Whom can I turn to? And here's our Vajrasattva, the power of reliance, refuge. We rely upon, we turn to the Buddha, the doctor who has the methods that we can use to purify. It's not that we need Buddha to forgive us. We purify ourselves by relying upon his methods. We visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. He is your guru, your teacher, manifesting in this aspect for your benefit. He is made of radiant, blissful white light, sitting cross-legged on a white lotus, which, although born out of mud, is untainted by mud. And just like our enlightened potential, which is born out of our delusions, but is untainted by them. The Vajrasattva, his face is radiant and beautiful. His eyes are long and peaceful and full of love and compassion for us. His mouth is red and very sweet, and his hair is black and held up in a top knot. His arms are crossed at his heart, the left underneath the right. The left is holding a bell, which represents wisdom. The right is holding a Vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion. And their being crossed represents the union of these two, which symbolizes enlightenment itself, the development of infinite wisdom and infinite compassion. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I become a Buddha so as to benefit all sentient beings. Compassion. In order to develop compassion, we need to rely upon other beings, the very beings we have harmed and who have harmed us, by developing compassion for them. And think in particular the people you have harmed recently, and in the past, and then in general, all of the beings we have ever harmed since beginningless time. Don't get overwhelmed by that thought. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And then remember those who have harmed you and have compassion for them, because they will suffer as a result of the harm they have done to you. And make the strong aspiration to do this practice of purification for the sake of all these sentient beings, and pray, I must purify for their sake. The power of remedy. And now comes the actual medicine, the doing of the actual practice of purification. And there are 3 stages to the meditation, and it consists of visualization and recitation of mantra. The purification of the body. Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful white nectar, like coming out of a hose very forcefully from his heart, and it arcs around and it enters your crown and pours into your entire body, filling you completely. And it keeps coming out, and it forces out of your lower orifices all the harm you have ever done to any living being with your body in the form of inky liquid, which pours out of you and disappears into space, not one atom left, feeling completely purified. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sitokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tsapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, Sutokayo mebawa, Supokayo mebawa, Anarecta mebawa, Sawa City me Priyata Sawa Kama Sutra me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Bawa Maha Samaya Tsapa Ahum Pe, Om Vajra Safa Samaya, Manu Palaya, Vajra Safa Deno Patita, Dido mebawa, Sutokayo mebawa, Supokayo mebawa, Anarakta mebawa, Sawa City me Priyata Sawa Kama Sutra me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Bawa Mahasamaya Tsapa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Triam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tsapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa city me priyata sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe, om vajra safa samaya, manupalaya, vajra safa deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa city me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe, Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Bawa Maha Samaya Tsapa Ahum Pe. And you're completely purified. Everything you have ever done to harm another living being using your body, completely purified. Purification of the speech. And again, Guru Vajrasattva very happily sends powerful nectar from his heart, and it arcs around and forcefully enters your crown, filling your entire body, and this time forcing up to the top of your body all of the negativity of your speech, which overflows and disappears into space, not one atom left. Just like as Lama Yeshe said, when you turn on the tap in the sink and fill the dirty glass, all the junk in the glass comes to the top and overflows. So imagine that all of the gossip, the harsh speech, the useless speech, the lying, the talking badly about others behind their backs, all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarekta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajra Mame Mutsa Vajra Bawa Maha Samaya Tsafa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa city me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam triam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tsapa ahum pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyasa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyata Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tatagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tapa Ahum Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutukayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe. Everything you've ever said, every terrible thing that you've ever said, completely gone, completely purified. Purification of the mind. Third, Guru Vajrasattva now very compassionately sends powerful beams of laser light from his heart chakra, which arc around and enter your crown chakra and fills your entire being. Just like Lama Yeshe says, when you turn on a light in a room, the darkness is instantly dispelled. It's like lightning. So just as the light hits your heart chakra, the darkness of your mind, all of the attachment, the neediness, the anger, the violence, the depression, the resentment, the jealousy, the bitterness, the sorrow, the sadness, the stories we tell ourselves, the stories we make up in our mind, all of this is instantly dispelled, not one atom left. So imagine that all the irrational thinking, the harsh judgments, the meaningless thoughts, the delusions, and thinking badly about others, thinking badly about ourselves. All of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa, Sutokayo Mebawa, Supokayo Mebawa, Anarakta Mebawa, Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa, Sutokayo Mebawa, Supokayo Mebawa, Anarakta Mebawa, Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita, Dito Mebawa, Sutokayo Mebawa, Supokayo Mebawa, Anarakta Mebawa, Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan, Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tapa Ahum Pe, Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dito Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa City Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawatata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tsafa ahum pe. And again, be delighted that all of your delusions, which are the source of our suffering and the cause for why we harm others with our body, speech, and mind, our body and speech, are totally purified, gone, finished. There is no space in our hearts for anything but love, kindness, forgiveness, joy, wisdom, bliss, and compassion. So we move to the purification of even the imprints of negativity of the body, speech, and mind. So this time imagine that Guru Vajrasattva sends light again, and it fills you completely and eradicates even the subtlest imprint of negative energy from your mind. It's like once you remove the garlic from a jar, you still need to remove the smell. And again, as we recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anarakta Mebawa Sawa Siddhi Me Piyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Tafa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patita Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam triyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutta vajra bawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe, om vajra safa samaya manupalaya, vajra safa deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anurakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe, om vajra safa samaya manupalaya, vajra safa deno patita, Dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anurakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan, sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tapa ahum pe, om vajra safa samaya manupalaya, vajra safa deno patita, dido mebawa, sutokayo mebawa, supokayo mebawa, Anurakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan. Sawatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dido Mebawa, Sutokaya Mebawa, Supokaya Mebawa, Anarakta Mebawa, Sawa Siddhi Me Priyatsa Sawa Kama Sutra Me. Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagawan. Sawa Tata Gata Vajramama Mutsa Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Tsafa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasafa Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasafa Deno Patita. Dido mebawa, sutokaya mebawa, supokaya mebawa, Anarakta mebawa, sawa siddhi me priyatsa sawa kama sutra me. Sitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagawan. Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya tsapa ahum pe. The power of resolve. The fourth step in the purification process, and such a crucial one, is the determination to not harm with our body, speech, or mind again. So without this, we keep doing the same old things. The determination, the aspiration to not harm again, is like a beacon that guides our body, speech, and mind in new directions. So remember, as Lama Zopa said, everything exists on the tip of the wish, the aspiration. You have to want to do it. So as for our other old habits, if we can't commit to never doing them again, well, let's not lie to ourselves, as Lama Zopa would say. So think carefully and then decide to refrain from one thing for a year, a month, a day, a minute, overnight. Like I said, I'm not going to scream at the neighbor. I'm not going to Yell at the dog. Um, Maybe if it's just once a day, maybe one out of the 12 times that you do it. Um, that's a pretty good start. And then in general, vow to make the effort to avoid the others. This determination to not do again is what gives us the strength to change. So in conclusion, Guru Vajrasattva is delighted with us and wanting to merge with our mind, he melts into white light and absorbs into us through our crown and think, my Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are the same thing. Union oneness, as Lama Yeshe would say. And next, as Lama Zopa Rinpoche recommended, meditate on the emptiness of the three circles. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created.
Freya, will you go get me?
1 second, sweet.
Go get the monster back.
Yes, one
The
moment.
circle.
So place your mind in that emptiness for a little while, and in this way, look at all phenomena as empty. They do not exist on their from their own side. And finally, dedicate all the merit and positive energy we have created by doing this purification to all living beings, thinking that all the virtuous karma we have created from doing this practice ripen as our enlightenment with sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And as a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. And may His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, live a long and healthy life, and he'll be able, and may he continue to teach and to be this amazing teacher for us. And may Lama Zopa's unmistakable reincarnation be found when he's ready, or she. And thank you, everybody. I hope we have a great weekend, and I appreciate all you guys do.